welcome to Millard High School as Delta has crossed the county to come and battle here at the annual duel. My name is Chad Warnick. I'm joined with Coach Joe Morris, and we look forward to having a great night of wrestling between these in-county rivals.
Yeah, it's good to be on with you tonight. We got some good matches ahead of us. Both great programs for little Millard County, and I got some fun little questions to ask tonight, see what the county knows about their little wrestling programs. Just a little trivia that'll be a little bit interesting maybe as we get into the varsity matches.
Yeah. But here as we start the JV matches, our first match has from Millard, Charlie Lee, and he's wrestling from Delta, Logan Townsend.
Yeah, Charlie got a nice takedown there. He's going with the barbed wire. Got Logan on his back there. Got the fall. Again, Logan is just got to keep his head up. He's just a beginner. It's good to see him out and being involved. And Coach will, as they always do, talk about a few things when he comes off the mat and make it a positive experience.
And he's one that we'll see a second time today, as he'll have a second match a little bit later on. Here in our next match, we have Manny Lopez of Delta taking on from Millard, Cameron Wade. They start, but the clock was off maybe for a second. They've got that fixed. Official stops it. We're glad to have our official here, Rob Winterton. He's doing the officiating for the JV matches. As Manny goes in, trying to get a shot, not able to finish, and now he's kind of being countered, and Cameron Wade, he gets the takedown. He turns Manny loose. Manny's usually one who's pretty good on his feet.
Yeah, Manny had a nice single leg there on first, but then he just kind of squatted underneath rather than getting his hips under and getting him up and getting the takedown, and Wade flattened him out a little bit, cross-face, and got the takedown, and now he's getting into his legs again. Manny just needs to keep the laces down and
trying to do something as a little bit of an underhook, trying to get around to that ankle, not able to. As he's
cross-face, yeah.
A little single leg. Now he's upside down as Wade tries to dump him off.
Yeah, Manny's a little bit of a scramble there for both of them. It's like Wade's got the advantage right there, but
see how long the official goes.
Yeah, Manny can grab an ankle there and hold on and get a stalemate. Or he's going to
a little out of position now.
Yeah, he's got locked. Gave up the takedown there, and
I don't think he gave him the takedown.
He hasn't gave it yet.
But now he should give the takedown to Manny.
That should be too. He's behind the arms.
Yeah. He's got it locked up, gives it up as he flattens him out with 30 seconds to go in the first period.
That was a good scramble for Manny.
Yeah. So he leads 4-3, trying to get that head down, and Millard not seeming to put a lot of effort to get up. Head's kind of down. Official announces 10 seconds.
Manny's trying to get a wrist and a half, it looks like.
So it's going to be Delta's choice. Manny, he defers. Green's going to look to his coach, and he's going to go neutral. He was able to get the first takedown of this match as they're now going to enter the second period again on their feet.
Wade's on this side of the county. Wade's on the other side of the county in Delta. Not sure if they're related or not, but most likely. See if Manny just put the laces down, sprawl out like that, get a cross face. He just keeps letting him into his leg again.
Oh, kind of got that hip down. That makes it hard to move, but he hasn't given anything up yet.
Well, this is where he scrambled and really hung on there. See again there, if he still just puts his laces on the mat, sprawl and get the leverage, and then cross face, but he just keeps pushing into him and exposing those legs.
Looks like the official kind of came over to the side to see if those legs had hooked around, see if there was any type of legal move there, but there's not. Manny needed to be a little careful right here that he doesn't get caught and get put into a pinning combination.
Yeah, and gave up the takedown, which was wise to let that go and not give up any back points.
So 1 minute to go, so we're halfway through the second period and halfway through the match. He trails by 2. As he gets turned loose, now he trails by 1. And hopefully we have the same result in as we did in the first period where Manny ends up getting a takedown.
See right there again. I hate to harp on it, but if he'd just put laces down, sprawl back and cross face, keep his space between them, and he'd have a takedown. And he's snap it by. Got the front quarter.
Just needs to get behind, trying to. Near, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, now
takedown, near fall. Careful, be very aware. Oh,
yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah, if he would have kept those feet in.
Yeah, even that elbow, he could have brought that down.
Yeah.
But I don't think the official gave any near fall.
No.
But that's probably the right call.
It certainly was. Again, that's a mat awareness, knowing where you're at on the mat and keep those toes in. Any part of that body, stay in, and he could have got some back count there.
But even though he doesn't get the back points, he does take the lead with 25 seconds to go in the second period. He leads by 2, 8-6.
He just about had him stacked up, held him there a little longer. Boy, right there. Oh, he just about got a full Nelson.
He's kind of getting a little frustrated. It doesn't feel like the Millard kid's doing much on bottom as he does have the wrist, trying to get that half. Good pressure down.
At the end of the second round, Manny leads 8-6.
Yeah, I think choosing down is a good call for him, but the way that Millard wrestler was going, he could have chose up, and I don't know if he would have done a whole lot. But we'll see where the gas tank is as they enter in the third period in a close one. Manny leading by 2 as they end the third period, 126 pounds. Locking hands right there. That should have got there.
I was going to say, that was locking hands.
So Coach
Jensen's was just making sure that's what it was and got the point there.
They haven't put the point on the board yet. So 1 point.
Well, they're giving him a point escape, but they never gave him the point for locking hands. Oh, now they're giving it. So it's going to be 10-6.
But the official doing a great job being aware of what's happening.
Well, they still don't have. Okay, now it's 10-6. Now we got it square. They're going to go on their feet last round. Manny up by 4.
Looks like we're going to see a throw situation.
Yeah, but it just depends on who's going to end up with the throw.
Pull that arm off.
Yeah, get off your head, Manny, and come up on your knees, Manny. Well, that was a good scramble for both of them there.
So far I'm impressed with this official. He's not calling takedowns too quick. He's really making them settle in there. You can see where some people maybe would have tried to give Millard that takedown where it probably wasn't really there yet. Manny wasn't in a great position, but still hadn't fallen into where Millard had control.
Yeah, I mean, Manny just needs to keep taking it to him. Don't just be idle and let him do what he wants to do, because he's got a good bear hug right there, and that's a 3-point takedown.
And I would be surprised if he doesn't cut him a loose right there.
Yeah, he's going to cut him.
So he is up by 2. Another takedown would give Millard the lead. Manny needs to not just
see, Manny's just letting him in like he did last time. You're right.
Looks like he doesn't have a good one. As he's going to try and throw. He does get it.
He does get the headlock.
He tied it up as he went through, and he should be in good city as long as he doesn't get rolled through.
Got plenty of time in the round. And we get the fall. So after the first 2 matches, 6-6 team-wise. Jesse Barlos and Tristan Ashby. Ashby is a sophomore. He placed at state last year.
Placed third.
Took third at the Trojan takedown last weekend up to Morgan. Tristan's been a hard worker and a contributor. Thing with Tristan is just in a loaded weight at Delta, and been tough to break in the varsity But I tell you what, it's a good kid. Tristan wrestles well. Wrestled all through junior high. Good mat awareness. Good technique.
You know what I love about his story is his dad didn't grow up as a wrestler, but got involved and just showed up. And as a dad, he just said, here's my kid. Let me know what I can do to help. And he's just taking his kid to tournaments and help the team where he can. And so it's a great example of not needing to have been big into wrestling and to be able to have your kids get involved.
Yes, and you have to forgive me for not knowing Tristan's little brother that's 8th grade, coming along, doing a lot of good in junior high. He'll be up most likely with the varsity next year at one of the lower weights.
I've been hearing rumors that they're toying with the idea of adding a lower weight class. Have you heard anything more about that?
I have not.
So
he's got the far wrist. Let that go. Tight waist, arm. He's keeping good leverage
high,
on him. Got both legs in.
The elbows.
Yeah, he's got the wrist. He's going to come and try to get the delta, it looked like, but Jesse put his hips underneath and stopped that. Jesse wants to keep reaching back and grabbing that head, whether that's going to work with a headlock or not. But, again, that might work with an inexperienced wrestler, but you can see our Tristan just fought that off, and now he's got him on his back. Good, got 20 seconds left. Jesse's battling well underneath there. Tristan just settled in there. He's got good pressure on him now. Got the fall with 4 seconds, 3 seconds left. Next will be Thomas McCann from Millard wrestling Kumar Chandala.
Yeah, again, another wrestler, brand new, first year wrestling, figuring things out, getting mat time, and looking to, start figuring some things out.
Yeah, it's good to watch him. And the good thing about these JV matches is these kids work so dang hard in the wrestling room as well. And to have a chance to come out on the mat in front of fans and be able to wrestle. And coaches, even in the JV matches, they try to match them up to where they're going to try to be able to have some success either way. Looks like Thomas has got him down on his back and got the fall in the first round, early in the first round. But Kumar will keep coming. He will keep learning.
So our next match is going to be Ian Bryan for Delta taking on Kieran Chandara. How do you want to say that? Chandara.
Oh. Yes.
I know that name's kind of familiar. Looks almost like the kid from Delta who's just wrestled.
I was wondering if I pronounced the last one wrong.
No,
but
you did it right.
They're
Those are just very similar.
They are. Okay, so Ian is a senior, very well-polished wrestler, again, just in the tough weight classes where it's just hard to bust in. But I think come region and state, Ian is going to be on the varsity. I think there will be some adjustments, some changes. And Ian has certainly been a contributor to Delta Wrestling all through his high school years.
And I can't remember. I should have brought the results with me. I want to say, did he wrestle in the finals against another Delta kid at the Morgan tournament?
He did, and he took second at the Morgan tournament.
Yep. We had two matches that
I think he lost to Bradshaw.
Yeah, I think maybe you're right. Yeah, we had two matches that featured Delta kids in the finals, and then we had 6 kids that I think won the Morgan tournament. And the fun thing about the Morgan tournament is they give belt buckles to the champions.
Oh.
And so there's some hardware going around. We'll have to see. I don't know how well the wrestlers can put their belt buckles on with their warm-ups, but I'm sure around the school I'll see them with those new wrestling belt buckles.
Well, I'm sure Trey Bradshaw would be loving a belt buckle, the cowboy that he is. So Kieran got the takedown on Ian. Two good wrestlers here. Ian got the escape. He's in on the legs now. Now he's going to get the takedown, take him right to his back. going to get some back points where we end up with. He's got the 4 count for definitely 4 back points. Just kind of taking his time. He's got plenty to settle in. Keep leverage right on that shoulder.
So 30
Look
seconds
over
to
at Coach,
go.
and
Lots
Coach
of time.
kind of, yeah, he just. Okay, now he's got that arm there. If he'd get that elbow and go to the Provo right there. Now lift the leg and step. Great.
Man, he must have an earpiece in. He's listening exactly what you said to do.
Yeah, it's a good move. It's safe. Doesn't take a whole lot of energy. Keeps you in great position. We got 4 seconds left. Don't know if we're going to get the fall here or not, but so it's going to be 8-3 at the end of the first round. A lot of good wrestling right there.
Yeah.
Getting what we paid for.
You know, Delta's got a lot of wrestling this week, as tomorrow they're going to travel to Manti, and then Friday and Saturday they're going to head up all the way to northern Utah to wrestle at the Box Elder tournament. And then we even had a couple of our wrestlers yesterday wrestle, as Trey Bradshaw and Nash Jensen were invited and wrestled at the UVU Brunson All-Star Duel. And so that's a big honor for them to be invited to go and represent Delta. Every classification gets to have a team. So there's a, well, 1A and 2A, they combine. And then there's a 3A team, 4A team, 5A team, 6A team, and then a wild card team.
So Trey's that'll be going to that All-Star. He's a senior, 144, and he's been really wrestling well this year. And then Nash is a sophomore, took second at state last year. Lost by 1 point, with a stall call.
To a senior who was a 3-time state finalist and good wrestler.
Yeah.
Nash went to Reno and did well, got to the round of 16, and those were his first matches of the season.
Yeah, Nash had a little problem with hydration and took a while. That was a nice straight shot double, taking him right to his back there, going to get back points.
Yeah, that's the second time at least that Brian's been able to take him straight to his back with a takedown.
Yeah, I think after he lost that first takedown, he thought, you know what, I better wake up and start wrestling here.
He's just going to stack him hard. Didn't have the head quite controlled to be able to do it,
It's
but now
gonna
he's
go
in better position.
One thing to the next there.
And right there.
Well, that's a fall. I mean, it's just the shoulder blades. It doesn't have to be the edge of the shoulders.
Yeah.
You knew that was going to come, but should have been a little earlier. Nice fall by in Brian. Okay, Derek Whitaker from Millard, Austin Stevenson from Delta. Austin is a senior. Just one of those wrestlers you like to have in the wrestling room.
Yeah.
Just a positive, good influence. And again, a senior not being on varsity, just continuing to work and make the varsity kid better, because that's just the kind of kid Austin is.
They're pretty sure he won the JV tournament at Morgan.
I'll tell you, he's really came a long ways too. And again, there's just Delta's middleweights are
so close.
It's just hard to break in that middleweight lineup.
Yeah, Stevenson almost with the takedown to back points, but a little too much momentum carries them out of it as they come back to their feet. Good hand fighting.
And Derek Whitaker, you know, if it's the Whitakers I know of from Middle, boy, just a great family and great wrestlers. I mean, you can see right there, he close to a takedown on Austin, and he's going to get it. And he's trying to get a tight waist tilt there. He locked his hands. I'm not sure
if he had the bar.
Yeah, he had the bar and locked his hands. I don't know. I don't think that should have been a point.
So,
but the Whitaker, just, you know, again, what a great family from over here. They've had wrestlers here forever, and they've been good, hard-working kids.
looks like Coach Jensen's going over there and even say, you know what, they're right. That was not locking hands. So good sportsmanship. You know, you want kids to win for merit, not maybe just slightly out of position.
Well, and sometimes a ref might see something or not see something. That's why when you get into the critical matches at state and the semis and finals, that you have a couple of referees so that you've got two eyes on it. And they can talk things over. But as long as the right thing's done when it's all said and done, the right points scored, it's what you want.
So 50 seconds to go in the first period. Stevenson trying to get some hand control so he can work his way up, as good pressure being applied by Whitaker.
Yeah, he's keeping good pressure on him. Keeps pressure up on those shoulders, so Austin can finally build a base up.
Needs to go inside that leg if he can.
Yeah, if he needs to clear that arm, he's going to try to stand up right there or something.
Jensen reminding him, keep that head up.
Well, you can see Whitaker's definitely been working for that arm bar the whole round, and he's got it, and he's going to get some back points there right at the end of the first round.
Short time. Stevenson working hard to get back to his belly, but not before the 4 count is given. So he'll trail 7-0.
Well, Austin fought that arm bar off quite a bit during the round, but Whitaker was just tenacious with what he wanted to do, and he imposed his will. Got the back points. Now they're going to go neutral again. That's really where Austin had a chance to get that first score of the match with the takedown, but he just got a little anxious. Yeah, lace is down, quarter that head. Whitaker is a long kid. Just stay on that head. That's what Austin needs to do, and get the laces down. Don't get the legs up to where Whitaker can grab them.
There you go, get around. Perfect.
Yeah, that was just good. Oh, Whitaker's with that length is in on that reversal, but Austin is
not able to keep his hips where he needed to. Careful, I'm not seeing if he can pull himself onto his back.
Now he's got the reversal and got the bob wire on him. Just kind of fell into it, but
right there if he can keep
nonetheless,
that head, but he's not able to.
4 back points. Yeah, he just about got the arm bar tilt there. See, he's right back to that, and he's doing it well. He's running the shoulder to the air.
35 seconds to go, a long time. Stevenson trying to get some type of separation to where he can get that shoulder up as he starts to rotate back, but a lot of weight on that left shoulder.
Yeah, Austin's going to give it all he can to keep that shoulder up. But old Derek, that was a good job. That's definitely his move, and he surely works on it every night at practice, and just something he's comfortable with and works at a lot, and he's good with it. Has been said, if you're good enough with a wrestling move, it doesn't matter if the other one knows it's coming. If you're good enough with it, they usually can't stop it.
So next up, we have Jack Nilton of Delta taking on Jackson Monroe.
Jackson's just a freshman, chose to step with the high school, and he's done fairly well. Again, if you haven't been with us, his 2 older brothers graduated last year. They both wrestled for the state championship, not at the same weight. One was a state champ. Cash was a state champ. Carson took second, and now they're both on missions to, I believe, Mexico and Argentina.
Yep, Carson's in Mexico, and Cash is in Argentina.
So Monroe got the takedown. He's got Jackson in the cradle. I turned my head and didn't see how Jackson got out of that, but I mean,
kind of rolled back a little bit,
Jack
and
got out of that.
Millard decided to switch the move and try to maybe score some points another way as Jack tries to build a base.
Well, I've seen Jack wrestle enough. You don't go to sleep on Jack. He'll catch a mistake. Even though he's a freshman, he's had quite a bit of mat time and got beat up by his older brothers. As he probably beats up on his little brother Baylor.
Who I think, is he in 7th grade?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think 7th grade. So he'll get to wrestle with Jack in high school. So 35 seconds to go in the first period. They come to their feet. Score 7-1 in favor of Millard. Deep shot, goes to double leg. He's going to get the takedown. Jack trying to bridge out of that, get it tighter and tighter, having less space to be able to move, not wanting to give it up, but he's getting in there pretty tight.
Well, the ref is making sure that they are down.
And saved by the bell as it's
he's a little generous. 14-1 at the end of one.
Red's choice, baby first, Millard, going on top.
Had a chance to go through Millard's new high school with Coach Brendan Turner, and very well done. Still some things to finish up. And
yep, I know the library's not quite done. They're working on their commons area.
Yeah.
They're working on their administrative part. Another part that they kept was their CTE part, the wood shop and metal shop and ag, and that's not quite done yet. So making do with a little bit of things that they have in some of those classes, but I don't know if they'll get into all of it this year, but by next year they'll have a brand new school ready to go. Little theater, another thing they're working on getting finished up.
Well, Jack's working on the hands, and again, he's battling. That's what you like to see, win or lose. What do you learn? And the mat time and showing some heart and toughness, and Jack has certainly done that. But again, no surprise, he's done that all through junior high, and even the decision to stay up and wrestle at high school where the competition is going to be tougher, but it as well prepares you for sophomore, junior, and senior year. Okay, next is going to be Max Shields of Millard and Dante Rodriguez.
This is our halfway point in our JV matches. We have a total of 15. This is our number 8 of 15 matches of JV. Dante, another one of our senior, he's cautioned. Not quite sure exactly how he lined up. Maybe his foot was not up to the line. Land on top.
Just good. Keep that arm, Bart. Keep pressure. Dante's going right to what he. Oh, just slow down. That's back points. Apparently, the official does not really move his hand on a count. He's just counting in his head, and then his fingers come up with how many points he's awarded. But oh wow, that is great for Dante. I got to believe Mac is a good wrestler. Maybe just got caught there, but Dante took advantage as well. Great for Dante.
So Delta and Millard continuing to swap pins the entire day, and so we're tied 24-24 as we have, let's see.
We have Durgan Eliason from Millard wrestling Ty Draper.
Yeah. Except they go by Ellison.
Oh, that's, I stand corrected. I've been associated with too many good Eliasons over on the west side. But we got 2 L's here, so.
Yep. His grandparents are, this is talking about Durgan, Robert and Dorothy Anderson. His mom Chantry, who grew up in Delta, and then married a kid from over here, and her whole family has raised them, raised a whole bunch of really good kids.
Ty is Sam's son, and again, we talked about it, but he's just, he wrestled a little bit in junior high and decided, as a freshman. Is freshman or sophomore?
I think he's a sophomore.
But to come out and, the good thing about Ty, too, is he's got potential for growth and help Delt out in the bigger weights in the years to come. So Ellis is in on a Well, that was just a real good fight. If we just don't end up with a headlock or something there, that was a real good fight for Ty to stay out of that.
Yeah, he had that leg up pretty high, and I thought he was going to take him down.
Oh, yeah, now he got the takedown. I've seen a few of these Delta kids then they just come back into him rather than sprawling out and getting laces down, put the leverage on them.
Stall call could be coming if he just holds onto that leg. But as they come near the outside edge,
just stay in and
be
throw
at least
him.
An escape if he doesn't allow Durgan to get in on his legs again.
I just would have kept them underhooks and sucked him in. And that's good for Ty. Good Ty. And the way to use the head.
You don't need to wait for them to go all the way back into the center. When the shot's there, take it as he looks to finish. But power half being applied by Ellison, and he gets it. Now he's trying to get some near fall. Draper's in some trouble.
You know, that was a good shot by Ty. He just need to get his hips underneath him. And coach will probably tell him that when he comes off. But I liked what he done when he just kept fighting, and even when he got the escape, and then he shot right in on the legs.
Yep. Ty has another match today, so he can redeem himself as he'll be the final match. And we're starting to get to the point where we're going to start seeing a lot of duplicates. Chase is our last wrestler for their first match of the day, but we'll see him a second time.
Don't look like we had to see Tristan Ashby a second time. No. I always like to watch him wrestle. Okay, so, Chase Nielsen.
Yeah, he's taking on Ryder Douglas. Both fighting for head position for the inside ties.
I think this is what we're going to see a lot on the first round as in the past. How Chase wrestles. He's a little bit cautious, but boy, just seeing him in the wrestling room, he just works as hard as anybody.
Yep.
Likes being in the room, likes being involved. As much as he likes
could almost go right there and take that free arm and cause that kid to step over, and could probably ankle pick him pretty easy.
Boy, even as much as Chase works on his feet there, even just to get an arm in there and have a shrug.
Put your head out.
Oh, wow. Chase, just if he would have came around in front, when he about had the headlock there, he came around in back, and in a headlock you want to come around in front, put your hand on their waist, but he stepped behind, which makes it the leverage-wise the opportunity for that Millard wrestler
drive
to
into him,
get the headlock.
Yeah, for sure. Good job changing position, getting on top.
Yes.
Uh-oh, as the Granby kind of gets.
Yeah, he does. There's a three-point reversal, and caught him on. No back points there, so two reversal, so it's 5-2.
Yeah. Not too big of a hole.
It's good, just more I've seen Chase do from the beginning of the year to where he's at right now. He's just doing a lot of good things, and that's what you need to do. You just need to look at yourself along with your coaches and see your progression and keep things in perspective and just keep working hard.
Yeah. Be patient in the process. Some kids, they're able to, make things happen a little bit quicker when they're new wrestlers. And then some kids, all of a sudden they're a senior and they're like, man, where did this kid come from? And they just were patient and waited for their turn and made it happen.
See Chase there, he tried a reversal and then he pushed back into him, and you can't lean back into him. Just like that right there happens. But it's a learning process. Chase is going to battle here.
Right now, that's the time to move right there. Pull that hand off.
Well, you like to see that battle from Chase, just even right there.
Mm-hmm.
Some kids can just say, hey, I'm on my back and quit and give it up. But look at that. He just keeps fighting.
And just so close to almost getting to his
Yeah,
belly.
and
there
he's
it
going
comes.
to.
Now he's battling the weight of the wrestler being on top of him. He's got 52 seconds, a long time,
Yeah,
but
if
not
he just
giving
slip,
up.
yeah, if he could just slip his head there and slip through, but he's in a tough predicament. Quite a bit of time to battle here. But I tell you what, even just that fight right there, you know, as a coach, you got to be happy with it.
30 seconds. He's been battling a long time this period to not go onto his back and get pinned. As now it looks like he might try to switch into a cradle, but maybe not.
Kind of a, yeah, he's
it is
got
a
the
cradle.
near side cradle, and that's going to be a little bit tougher, but look at him. Look at him go through that. He's got 10 seconds left if he can hold on. Oh, with 3 seconds left. But you know, again, you be discouraged for a little bit here, but you got to realize what you've done to fight off your back and give it all you got.
Yep. That kid had to work for it. So we're seeing Logan Townsend for the second time today. He's going to be wrestling Trayson Adams.
I know one of our JV kids, Kyler Jenkins, got a concussion up to Morgan. And so he's out. Again, he was a state placer last year, and he's been some varsity this year, but mostly JV. It's just a tough to crack into that varsity in those middle weights. So he's out, or would have been wrestling tonight.
And who's wrestling for him tonight? Oh, here in the JV he would have, yeah.
Now the pins are starting to come. Yeah, on the one side for Millard, we was staying, like you say, back and forth there for a while, but
looking for, you know, I don't know how they always set it up. You know, you kind of think they'd put their best JV kid in the first match, but you don't know if that's not the case, or this might even be off a weight.
Well, it could be, but again, in these JV matches, the coaches will kind of talk about the level that the kid may be and kind of pair some kids up, even if it may be give a weight or so, just so that there's a match rather than somebody going out and dominating and being discouraged, because you want what's best for the kid and help them come along. So
two different types of wrestlers. You've got a tall, sinewy Austin taking on a little bit stockier kid from Millard.
Huckabee. Both just kind of head and hand fighting here for a little bit. Huckabee did shoot in on that one leg. Looks like he wants to try to arm drag him and get the Russian tie there. Reach for a leg. Russian tie is a good setup for a takedown, but maybe he's not real experienced with the Russian tie. But yeah, Stevenson went in on the double leg and got it. 3-point takedown. Got a good tight waist. Going to get the arm, the wrist. Try to get an arm, head in the armpit and break him down. Want to get him down to the mat for you. Go to the pin and move. Huckabee's doing a good job at staying up.
Yeah. Stevenson really good at getting tight waist on the wrestlers. Need to bring him down and get some forward pressure.
Yeah,
he about reaches to the spine.
Yeah, he reaches clear around. That's good length that Austin has. There he goes. Got that far shoulder. Oh,
right
that
there.
is the Wesley.
Good.
Oh, my gosh, I haven't seen the Wesley Anderson move for a while. What a great move. When you get that is so tight, and that is why that pin happens so fast, is because, I mean, there's nowhere to go. And again, back in, maybe 2008 or so like that Wesley Anderson.
Yeah, I think he graduated just kinda, either 8 or 9.
But he happened on that maybe as a sophomore in high school. And thus the name, the Wesley Anderson. But he happened on that, and that was one move that we worked on in the a pinning combination that we worked on in the wrestling room every week, and quite a few kids used it, but certainly Wesley.
Looks like they skipped one of our matches. Parker Bennett and Trace Nilsson's not happening, so we now have Ty Draper and Josu Vega. Chase is over there. Looks like he might wrestle again. Maybe they're giving him a little bit more of a breather.
Looks like the inflatable Eddie Eagles over here ready to be inflated for the varsity matches.
Looks like their fog machine as well. And
Ty's doing a good job here. He's in the tie up, and he just popped that elbow up and do a pass. Oh, yeah, see, that was a good idea. He just didn't hit the elbow, and then
went for a shot, but kind of lost his footing.
Yeah, and went down to his belly. Now he's struggling here just in a scramble. It takes a lot of energy for both of them.
Hand fighting, gets his head up, gets stood up, trying to break those hands. See how long it takes if there is a mat return.
Yeah, Millard's got that wrist and trying to get an arm bar into that wrist. Ty's got his hands locked trying to break that so he can't get in the arm bar. Millard goes to the near leg. 3 seconds left to finish out the round. Ty will be down 3-0. Millard wants to go on their feet again. I think Ty's got a good chance here to get a takedown, really. I think that first round he had some good shots. He's doing that duck under pretty good. Just needs to maybe get a little bit more on the elbow and get that arm elevated a little more to duck under it. Just to open up that angle to get that near side leg.
Official tells them action forward.
They both just kind of want to do the same thing, kind of just a drag or a duck under.
There we go. Snap him down. Get behind.
Yeah.
Big step.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now go to work on him, Ty. There you are. Got the wrist. Come and get the Provo. He's got the half and an arm. Gets to the side. Just couldn't quite get there in time before the leverage shifted.
So they're tied up with
Millard
45 seconds to go in the second period.
Yeah.
There we go again.
Yeah.
Walk it over.
Yep. Go forward with it, shoulder to ear, not side to side. Just slow down. You got it, Ty. Keep the tight waist, bump forward. Good. That was a nice trip. He kept close to the body rather than getting space and bumped him down. Just keep bumping him forward. We're going to go in this. Oh, see, he's going side to side. If he'd come forward with shoulder to ear.
But he still might get some. Nope.
Yeah, he's putting in the effort. And see, that's the thing when you use that much energy rather than taking that shoulder to the ear, that leverages everything in wrestling. And if he'd put that shoulder to ear, take him over, but side to side, Usually doesn't work.
So they are tied 3-3, entering the third period as Ty's choosing bottom.
I would think he'd have the advantage here. He escaped once. Keep his head up, work on the hands, come up and get one, then get that takedown again. He is going to reach back, but that's all right. He rolled through enough not to, give up any back points. So just push back, build a base. Ty's doing good. Got hand control there. Get your head up and wrestle, Ty. Cradles come if you keep your head down. Keep that hand, get on the other side of your head.
Hand over to the other side.
Yeah.
And now is he to fireman? Nope.
Well, who's got the will here?
Go forward.
Stand up with it, Ty. That's it, kid. Good hit
tired.
A cradle right there. Yeah, we still got plenty of time. 1 minute, no change. Still tied, 3-3.
You might be tired, but it's better to end up in a.
It should
be done in the third period rather than.
Oh, that's a good reversal.
Overtime.
So Ty just needs to go to work here. Be patient, but go to work now. Yeah. Keep that wrist. Get to back where you was, other than run shoulder to ear.
Yeah. The wind's
now just
important, but if he can get
there he goes.
Fall, then Delta has a chance to tie.
Yeah. Good for Ty. I like what I see with him. Good future, especially keeps growing up and being one of the bigger weights in the next couple of years, 65, 75.
Mm-hmm.
Here goes Chase again.
Yep, Chase. He's taking on Parker Bennett. No, they used to have a rule where you had to have your hair up. They kind of got rid of that a couple years ago.
Yeah, everybody's got their rights.
And I'll tell you what, it is hard to wrestle a kid with longer hair. You try to get your hand back there, and sometimes I kind of wish it was kind of like football. In football, whatever hair is sticking out of the helmet's free game.
Well, I was just thinking the same thing, Chad, is, what if you, and I'm gonna have to look at the rules book or ask somebody, but what happens here on the takedown if for some reason you got a hold of that ponytail and it helped you advantage for a takedown? I don't know why it wouldn't be legal.
Well, I think there's a rule of no pulling hair, but you feel like it should be out.
I've never heard that.
Look, maybe they're even looking over there on the sideline. Coaches have their phone out talking to the officials, so maybe they're even trying to look up the hair thing. But I've seen Millard wrestlers for a long time have long hair.
I think at this point you let them wrestle, and then, you don't be questioning it here while they're wrestling. Just let them wrestle and then question it after for the future.
Yeah. But I'm sure he's wrestled that way the entire season.
I think Coach Blake Turner was kind of smiling on the questioning of it, if that's what it was.
Yeah.
So we do believe this is the final match of the night for JV.
Yep, I don't see Manny warming up. He was supposed to have 2 matches, but they switched him, and he didn't wrestle his second one. So this will be our 14th match of the JV. Better double check my phone, make sure. Man, it looks like our broadcast is going well. Double leg shot. Milton trying to counter, not able to. He gets taken down with 1:08 to go in the first period. Borg trying to get his head up. Good forward pressure by Millard. Milton trying to get some hand control. Loses it as now Millard reaches across, gets that far arm. Chase trying to grab the hands. He just needs to keep the hands now. Bar applied by Millard. Has the wrist on the far side. They're nearing the edge. He's going to try and, I think, bring him in as he loosens his arm bar. Official's right there to make sure that it's good and tight and doesn't chicken wing it.
You know, I like to see a program as a team use some of the same moves. And
Yeah.
I've noticed Millard has really worked the arm bar. So obviously they're working on it in the wrestling room as a team, and therefore you get better at it. You get confident with it, and you use it right.
Yeah, another school in the state, Emory, they've kind of always, the last 15 years, they've been pretty famous for their arm bars. They really work on that a lot over there.
Well, Coach Ron Peterson done a lot of good things, but I know one of them was the when he learned the Granby.
Yeah.
And he taught that in the room.
You know,
Yeah.
that's, if you ask me what's the one move I'd like to see more, that's the one. I've got a little boy who's 11, and we started working on that a little bit at home because it's just, as we've talked about before, you know, some moves go in and out of style, but I think that one is there so often, whether you're down or you're standing up and they're behind you, and you can get a 6-point move from that.
Yeah, it's good to have in your back pocket, especially if you get down a few points.
You know, you'll see like Ian and Bo sometimes, they're probably the ones on the team I see, you know, use it the most, and Ian it's been very effective for.
Chase keeps hanging in there. Need to talk with Coach Jansen Manus, works with those heavier weights, and get him confident in a takedown. Get old Chase confident in a takedown. See, even right there as you're pushing back and forth, you just do the shrug. With him leaning in that much, he would slide by so quick and easy that the shrug would work really good for Chase. The late Coach Thomas taught that shrug really well.
So 6-0, 30 seconds to go in the second period as Millard tries to work on the wrist to roll them back. Short time. He's able to block it, so I think he'll be able to get through the second period without any more points being scored.
Red's choice. Red's going on top.
That's not a bad move for Chase. I mean, he's been underneath and hasn't done anything, so maybe on top he's got a move here that he could break Bennett down. And
you see how Bennett's sitting with his feet. You could tell he was going to do a switch right off the whistle. Had both of his feet angled to one direction, trying to give him a little bit more of an edge as he does the fat man.
There's the Granby.
Into the Granby, reaches around, tries to grab that head into a headlock, does so.
Yeah, there was two good moves put together by Bennett. You know, he done the fat man roll and then went into right to the Granby, and now the headlock.
So now if Chase can lock that up, hook that leg, roll him through. Yeah, right there, that's when you want to, I think he's close enough he could just reach around and hook a leg. Yeah, right there.
Well, I need to go down and put my arm around old Chase because he's on his back tonight and battled pretty well.
Yeah,
I know he gave up. I know he feels bad right now, but boy, to have the guts to come out here and wrestle and take some defeats, not only help him for the next match, but help prepare him for life. So this is going to conclude the JV matches. Millard 48, Delta 36.
Yep. Varsity is scheduled to start at 7 p.m. And looking forward to the questions and fun facts that you discovered about the in-county stuff.
guess we better kind of start refocusing on what we need to pack. I mean, we got things
We'd like to welcome you out to the Delta Millard duel as we're going to get things kicked off here. And we will start with the national anthem. We have a couple of Millard High School students who are going to do it. Looks like it's going to be Jackson and Tarbett, but didn't get their first names. And so they're waiting for them to come in. I'm Chad Warnick, joined on the call with Coach Joe Morris. So it looks like they're trying to find their singers. They don't have them. And so we're standing and waiting patiently for the national anthem.
Maybe we'll have to have Coach Hunter over there that's doing the announcing, sing the national anthem tonight.
It'd be memorable.
Well, as we're waiting for that, I'm going to have some trivia questions for the Delta and Millard wrestling. Well, now looks like we're going to start, but we'll get to some trivia here as we get on through the night on the historic wrestling programs of Delta and Millard.
So again, welcome to Millard High School as Delta has ventured across the county to take on the in-county rivals, the Millard Eagles, here in their gym. Part of the new building that wasn't touched. This is part that has been here before, and we'll start introducing our wrestlers.
For tonight's duel, at 106 pounds for Delta tonight, it's Trigger.
So for Delta at 106 is going to be Trig Wright. He'll be wrestling Hank Stevenson.
At 113 pounds, from Delta will be Trey Manus, and he'll be taking on Millard's Trell Moat.
At 120 from Delta will be Riggin Anderson, wrestling Porter Dow.
At 126 pounds, from Delta, Nash Jensen, And wrestling for Millard, Lane Monroe. That's one of the matches I'm excited to see tonight.
132 pounds from Delta, Uriah Anderson, a sophomore, against Christian Barcino.
At 138 pounds for Delta, Harvey Walgren. And he'll be taking on Cal Bray from Millard.
At 144 pounds will be Carter Anderson from Delta, wrestling a freshman, Corbin Turner.
At 150 pounds for Delta, Trey Bradshaw. He'll be taking on from Millard, Isaac Massner.
At 157, a sophomore from Delta, Bo Bryan, will be wrestling Matt Whitaker.
At 165 pounds for Delta, Easton Stefanoff will be taking on Roland Pickavit of Millard. Nope, that's a change. Looks like they've actually substituted in Boston Lugers for that match.
175 will be Coulter Anderson, Adrian Brasino.
190 pounds for Delta, Wyatt Harris. He'll be taking on Deegan Leatham of Millard.
At 215 will be Zager Thatcher of Delta, wrestling Gail Gutierrez.
And at 285 pounds for Delta, Cole Bailey taking on the heavyweight from Millard, Avery Pickavit.
So with these two storied wrestling programs in such a small Millard County, what great tradition we have. So I got a little trivia tonight. Starting off, can you name how many four-time state champions Millard has, and what their names are, as well as Delta? How many four-time state champions and what their names are? So think about it. We'll give the answers a little later.
So I've just dropped in my phone number, so if you want to text in the results, we'll see who can get it right, as that's a good question.
So Hank Stevenson will be wrestling for Millard as a freshman. He went 10-0 in the 2A duels last weekend and is ranked in the recent rankings as number 1 in 2A. Both of them in a tie-up here. Digs in on a single leg. Hank Stevenson. It's like Hank's going to take him down, let him out.
Delta's Trig Wright. He's a freshman coming out to wrestle this year. Hasn't wrestled for quite a while, and appreciate him coming in and helping with this weight as we have some injury, waiting for some people to get down, as we'll probably see a bit of change up in state where we'll have 2 at 106 pounds.
Yes, Ranger Losey began at 106 for Delta, beginning of the year, and then at the Ironman duels over here, he broke a thumb, and he's been recovering from that. I believe the cast is coming off next week, and then he'll be rehabbing that and plan on being back for divisionals. But Tig's out there giving it all he's got, getting experience. No substitute for mat time. Hank's got a working an arm bar in and far wrist. Looks like he's going to try to go with a. Well, he sucked him back with an arm bar and chin.
Well, I'm getting some text messages of people submitting their answers, so people know.
Okay, we'll go through it in a bit here. So Hank's going to get a fall in the first round. So Trayton Manus and Terrell Moat.
He's on the trail.
So Moat again, Terrell went 10-0 in the 2A duels last weekend. Trayton took first up to the Trojan takedown up to Morgan. Should be a pretty good duel.
Yeah, Trell Moat, a sophomore, also Trey Manus. Trell placed third last year in the 2A state championship.
And Terrell is, what's he ranked? He's ranked number 1 in 2A right now.
Yep. According to the Wrestling Utah findings, those just came out today, so we're kind of using those as the baseline. As Manus is able to get behind, but here comes the three-point near fall.
Picks him up. He's got a good close body, good pressure forward. He's got an arm bar himself, what Millard likes to do. And boy, what I like about Trey is he's getting right after it.
Yeah, our official tonight is Jason Dodd, doing our varsity matches.
Terrell Trayton. Got Terrell and Trayton.
Yeah,
Trayton catches the arm as he comes up and brings it back down to the mat. Moat comes up. I'll just go with the last name to make it easier. Moat comes up, working on Manus.
If we just abbreviated Trey, we could do it for both of them.
Yeah. Both of them just wrestling really well. Keep moving. Manus looks like he's trying to push that leg up and go with the cradle, but he's got the wrist, controlling him well.
30 seconds to go. He leads 3-0.
Keeping tight and keeping the pressure forward. Moat wants to be satisfied with right there. He's head down at the time. Oh, he's going to get a reversal with 10 seconds left. Not yet. Manus still has the leg. Should be okay at the end of this first round, keeping that leg with 4 seconds left.
Oh,
he's going to give
does
2.
a reversal.
I don't know what the difference was there. From the last 15 seconds.
The only
to
thing
the
I
last
could see
4.
is he kind of took that right leg of his and hooked it around Manus's, but still I thought maybe he wasn't going to be in fully control.
Coach Jensen.
Go ahead.
Coach Jensen questioned it a little bit, but he's satisfied with it. So
Okay, Manus defers. Millard chooses bottom. Lifts him up.
Manus got the shank, but didn't quite get him up enough.
Oh, super high.
High, but he's staying behind the
Yep.
arm. So
he's safe right there for a minute.
He's got the claw on him, the claw right there, trying to keep pressure on in the inside leg. It's a good position to be in. Manus is riding him tough. Moat is awful good under there, though. Keeps continuing to come up. Kind of just about where we were at the end of that first round. Manus needs to keep that wrist. He does.
Oh,
Gonna pull
careful
him
right
down.
there.
Out of bounds, no change.
1 minute to go in the second period. He leads 3-2. He's still in control on top.
Maintenance is reaching for the far arm. Kind of staying tight. He's in good position if he bumps him forward a little bit. He got that leg up there, and Moat grabbed the leg and was able to get the separation, and now he's going to shoot in on that single leg, trying to step over it. Manus is controlling with the wrist, trying to leverage back. Manus needs to get his laces down and push back and cross face here. That's front quarter on the head. Get around behind it maybe. 7 seconds left. And we're going to go in the last round, tied 3-3. Manus is going to have his choice. Manus is going to go down. Got a good match here. So Moat has not been on top in this match, so we'll see what we've got here. Manus is going to sit out. No points allowed yet. There should be one there.
There it is.
That's going to come down to a takedown here.
4-3, Manus ahead.
They've both had good shots in on takedowns. Moat just shrugged him a little bit, went in on that single leg, same place he was in before. Manus is going to get the takedown, and he's going to try to get an arm bar. Moat is awful good, though. I mean, he tried 2 moves there. Manus just countered him well. Manus needs to keep wrestling, not be satisfied with where he's at. Keep wrestling. Oh, he tried to slip that hand in there and gave him a full Nelson. His hands did not have to touch, just both of them on the head. So Manus gives up a point there, so that makes it 4-7.
This is a situation where he needs to ride, and if not, give up 2 instead of an escape and then trying to go for a takedown. That becomes he at the disadvantage.
Don't get conservative. Oh, there he gave up that reversal just because.
Yep. Millard coach is telling him to cut quickly.
Yeah.
So 8-6. Go, go, go. Sometimes those are dangerous when they do kind of lose their footing because you maybe take a shot you don't mean to, and it gets into a weird scramble as they're near the edge. Goes in for a shot, out of position, but he's able to get
Manus
behind.
shrugged that off and got the takedown. What a slick move. He just let that arm slide by, came in on the middle of the body, covered the legs. What a great takedown. Keep his foot in there, use some time. What a great move by Manus. Impressive tonight.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Again, Moat, the #1 wrestler in 2A.
He was invited to the All-Star Duels, wrestled yesterday. I don't have the results of that, just know that he had been invited as a participant.
Keep his hip up. Manus done well there. 14 seconds. What a great match by Manus. Wrestled 6 tough minutes.
Yeah. What a good match.
And he's in shape. And Moat is a great wrestler. He's got older brothers that have wrestled here.
So his uncle would be Coach Wright, is that correct?
Pardon?
His uncle would be Coach Wright? Oh, am I on the wrong person?
Yeah.
Oh, that's Trell Moat. Yeah, never mind. I'm waiting for the Bray.
Oh,
kid
yeah,
to come up.
Bray is Coach Wright's nephew.
Yeah. Moat is the son of the woodshop teacher over here in Delta. Has been teaching, or in Fillmore, been here for 20 years, done a great job. Has brought a lot of cross-country and track state championships to Millard with his coaching. He's also won some national what are they called? Spartan type races, endurance, 100-mile races.
Yeah, Dow Porter is again ranked number 1 as well in 2A. I don't know how he done up to the tournament last night either on the All-Star duels. Good, solid wrestler, though. He's got a little brother coming up. I think it's in 8th grade.
Yep.
Had one older brother that's graduated.
You know, he's a junior. As a sophomore, he took first place, and as a freshman, he was second, so he's a 2-time state finalist. And just a physical-looking kid as well. Regan Anderson from Delta, he's a sophomore. This is his first year wrestling high school as he got active in the gymnastics world and has come back and getting some JV and now some varsity experience.
Dow tried a tight waist tilt there. He's going to do it again. Riggs keeps moving. So Dow just got tired of trying to turn him, thought he'd cut him loose and work on another takedown.
Yeah, going back to our last match, Moat, when he wrestled at the All-Star duel yesterday, he won against McKinley from Richfield. And Porter, who's wrestling now, he lost to Easton Olson from Riverton at the All-Star duel.
That was a good win for Manus.
Yeah.
And he earned it. I mean, he worked that whole match. So do we have any results yet? What?
Yeah, I've got 2 people who've texted.
Okay.
For the Millard ones, the correct answer is it 3 state champions?
Yeah,
That are 4-timers?
That's correct.
Yep, and they have down Mark Pence, Sam Rasmussen, and Dak Eldridge.
I wonder if they went out in the hallway and picked those up,
You know
or if
what?
they
There's
just
nothing
knew
wrong
them.
with that.
That's
well,
not.
it's Slade Sheriff, so he's probably got a pretty good idea of who it would be.
Well, good job, Slade.
And then
So Mark Pence took it in 2003, 4, 5, and 6. Sam Rasmussen, 21, 22, 23, 24. And Dak Eldridge, 22, 23, 24, and 25.
yeah, so they had 2 within a year of one another.
And anybody on the Delta yet?
Yeah, my wife was the only one who answered, but yeah, she got that one right. Alan Lake is our only 4-time state champion from Delta.
Okay. All right. Now the next trivia question is then 3-time state champions. How many does Millard have? I don't think we'll make you name them. And how many does Delta have? Again, 3-time state champions.
So the phone number to text is on the screen. We'll leave it up for a moment.
Riggins just got put in a cradle, and he fought well. I mean, that, you know, on paper, that you knew that was probably going to be the outcome. Riggins stepped on the mat and done the best he could, and again, learn and grow from it. Coach is going to give him a pat on the back, work on a few things, build him up. Okay, we have Nash Jensen wrestling Lane Monroe. Lane Monroe is a junior, returning state champ, currently ranked number 1 in 2A. Went 10-0 at the 2A duels. Nash took first up to the Trojan takedown last weekend. And on the Beehive 25, Nash Jensen took third in Nephi a couple of weeks ago. And not sure. Oh, Lane as well took first at the Beehive 25. Both of them good wrestlers. Nash
Do we know if they
state.
were in the same weight or not?
I don't.
Yeah.
Well, no, not if they both took first.
Oh, I thought you said third on one of them. They both took first.
Oh, yeah, I did. Nash
Okay.
Jensen was third. So the same weight. I don't know if they wrestled or not. Lane's a good, solid wrestler. Nash as well. Again, Nash was in the championship for the state championship last year as a freshman. He lost by 1 point to a senior. That 1 point was on a stall call. At the end of the match, it was 1-0.
I don't know if you said this. Lane Monroe, a junior, he took third as a freshman, and he was a state champ last year.
Both good, solid wrestlers.
Yeah.
Be good to see outcome here.
If you want good wrestling, this is one of those matches just like Trey Manus. You're just going to enjoy it.
Oh, Lane done a great job of sliding that arm under that arm and getting access, exposure to Jensen's legs. 3-0 takedown. He's got the claw ride on the far inside the thigh. That's a tough ride. He's giving up the claw. Jensen's trying to get a little bit of hand control and come up. He's done a good job there. See, kept the hands, came out. Good job. Kept the hands till he was out and turned away and facing him. Try to go in on a fireman's there. Almost the same thing. Monroe is just trying to slide him by. He has the Russian arm tie. And he's going to go in on the legs for another takedown. 6-1, the end of the first round.
Yeah, some good shots by Monroe. Jensen needing to find his own offense as Monroe is going to be on top and Nash Jensen of Delta is going to be on bottom.
Nash is a little bit behind as far as mat time this year. He took a little while to get hydration test done. Went out to Reno Tournament Champions, got some experience.
Did good there, was in the round of 16, which for that tournament, that's not bad.
Again, that's the tournament coach Ladd Holman took Delta out to and took, I believe, a third the first year and took that tournament the second year. And that is the Tournament of Champions in Reno. It's a big, tough tournament.
Jensen trying to get up and get away.
That was a good move by Jensen to have that fill and then turn on the inside. Monroe's got a tight underarm there, reaching for that far leg. Jensen was going to try to sit through and catch him on his hip, but couldn't. Okay, maybe I ought to call a stalemate here. Just there
he
go.
goes.
Looks like we got a little blood, little timeout. So we had any calls on the three-time state champions?
Yeah, I've got some responses that have come in. The first one to get it right for Delta is Lance Thane. He gets it right with, if I have it right, 5 three-timers. Is that correct?
Yes.
And then Zach Oppenheimer, he didn't get the right number, but he gave me 4 names. Joel Holman, Jimmy Cox, Sean Thomas, and Justin Penn.
Yes.
So who did he miss?
So it's Jimmy Cox, Rick Porter, Sean Thomas, Joel Holman.
You got that. Rick Porter's the one that.
Justin Penn.
Yep.
And I just went in and got my hair cut from Lance Monday, so shout out to Lance. And it's already growing back and starting to look pretty good. So
I keep going to Lance, and my hair doesn't grow back, but I don't think I can blame him for that. And
yeah, Lance is a great supporter of all Delta sports and good place to go in and get your hair cut.
I have a Millard fan, J.C. Johnson. She gave me the name of some of the three-timers: Coulter Kelly, Van Bray, Wade Eldridge, McKinley Smith, and Eric Cyril. But I think that they're probably missing a few of them.
Okay, so Millard has 10 three-time state champs. Clyde Harding, Eric Searle, Tyler Teeples, Matt Anderson, McKinley Smith, Clint Monson, Wade Eldridge, Mason Stott, Van Bray, and Coulter Kelly.
So 15 seconds left to go in the second period. Not a lot has changed this second period as the score 6-1. Nash is up on his feet trying to get something, but Monroe's doing a good job of keeping him from getting that.
Okay, last round, 6-1 for Monroe. Millard's going to take on the feet, take neutral, as he already has 2 takedowns, so he's pretty comfortable there. Lane's a good wrestler. He's comfortable with any position.
Another one of the wrestlers who, with the rankings that came out today for 2A, is ranked first in the state, picked to win it all.
In 2A.
In 2A, yep. You know, it's going to be interesting in 2A this year. South Summit has dropped from 3A down to 2A. That's going to add a little bit more parity. And nothing's happened yet with this, as
he's trying to get the gator, old Jensen is, but he just couldn't quite get the arm with it. Gave up the takedown. Monroe's going to cut him loose, 9-2. Both these wrestlers have done have a lot of out-of-state experiences. They've gone to tournaments and.
So a minute to go in the third period. Score is 12-2 in favor of Monroe of Millard. He's going to opt for the alternate start.
Lane has got in on that leg, and
if we can get right there, that should be a takedown. I don't know what he wanted. So tell me why that wasn't a takedown.
Well, because he never had that leg covered enough.
Okay, it was close. A lot of times if they can hook that leg and kind of be behind, as he is still trying to get some offense, he trails, but.
He's trying that, he's been trying that fireman's. Two good wrestlers. Looks like Monroe's going to get the best of Jensen tonight.
Right there.
Jensen's going to get a takedown here at the end of the match. Going to make it 6-12. You know, and the good thing is Jensen kept fighting. That's all you can ask for is keep wrestling, keep fighting. And again, through the JV and this many varsity, I think the Delta wrestlers are in shape. They're going 6 tough matches.
Yep, we really haven't seen anyone gas out today.
Okay, Uriah Anderson, he's ranked 3rd in the state in 3A. He's going against Christian Brasino, ranked number 4 in 2A. Okay, the next trivia questions is, we won't ask for the names, but how many 2-time state champions for Delta? And how many 2-time state champions for Millard? Too many to go through a name, but let's just come up with a number. So Brasino went in and just slid by Uriah. Uriah initiated the move, but Brasino is underneath right now. Uriah is looking for that option right there, so he done good if you just double off. Get the arm around the waist with your right hand, and he's got takedown.
Brasino with the face mask probably has some type of nose problem. I don't know if he got it broke or something else like that. He's a junior. As a freshman, he took 5th at state, and last year he took 3rd Uriah Anderson, what did he place? Do you remember last year? Was he third at state?
He's a sophomore, and I think he was third at state.
Fourth at state.
So that's the same move he done before. Brasino done a great job of filling that. And going right into that headlock. Brasino is in good shape there. Anderson's going to battle. And that is, I would say, an upset. I think it would have been a close battle. And Brasino came out to wrestle. I'm impressed with Brasino. He came out and took it right to Anderson.
Yep, that's a match I'd like to see again another day and see what it looks like if it goes full 3 rounds.
I think if you ask both coaches, they would say that was a surprise. Not that the pin, but that fast, where it probably would have came down to a 1 or 2 point match either way. But Uriah will learn from it. You've got to just move forward. I'm sure he's disappointed. So a great match here between Cal Bray, Harvey Walgren. Bray's ranked number 1 in 2A. Walgren ranked number 2 in 3A. Cal Bray's returning state champ. For those knowing Delta Wrestling, Cal is Coach Wright's nephew.
Harvey Walgren was a state finalist last year in the 3A tournament. And so both of these were finalists last year in their respective state tournaments, and good mat return by Bray.
Yeah, Cal Bray went in on a nice underhook there, just like that, just a duck under on that first takedown. Caught Walgren on a really nice takedown. There it is again. He's just feeling that pressure, and he's ducking under the arm, and he's just quick. He brings his hips with him, keeps himself in good position where he's not stretched out and laying out. Great takedowns for Cal. Good scramble here.
52 seconds to go. Officials
would
in
say
there
this
watching that knee.
Going to end up in a stalemate. Now Bray's got the 3 takedown. Coach Turner does a great job with these kids. He took over from his dad, Blake, so Brendan coaches now. Got a lot of the same traditions, a lot of the same practice and coaching techniques. Do a good job with a great tradition. These Brays, all of them have just been solid. So he's going to get 4 back points there at the end of the first round, 10-1.
Okay, it's
and
going to be Delta's choice.
Walgren is no slouch, and he's Bray's up 10-1 after the first round. So Bray took neutral again, obviously with his takedowns that he's had. Very comfortable with it.
Oh.
You know, it's just something you can't teach the way Bray just felt that. He felt the pressure, just kind of let him go, and Walgren slipped back a little bit, and Bray just chased him.
Yeah, Bray's quick. He hasn't got the takedown, but now he does, so that's going to make it 16-2.
Yep, so he's going to let him go, make it 16-3. Another takedown will be a major decision.
Yeah. If you've got a throw in your arsenal, get away and try and do it. Wow.
And there it is, going to be the major.
We're not having a lot of success with the people on this. How many 2-time state champs are there from Delta and Millard?
Okay. Well, we will give the answers on the 3-timers.
Two-timers.
Or the two-timers. So Delta has 32 two-time state champions. Excuse me, Delta has 42 two-time state champions, and Millard has 32 two-time state champions.
It's a lot of state championships right there. Now wrestling for Delta, we have Trey Bradshaw taking on Isaac Massiner.
Trey's usually been wrestling 44. He's up to 50.
So Isaac Massner last year as a junior took 4th at the state tournament. And he wrestled the two Bryan boys last year, beat Ian, but lost to Bo.
No, we're jumping here. This is Carter Anderson and Corbin Turner.
I'm off. I apologize. So let's get that correct. I just saw a little bit of that yellow hair coming up on the top.
We're used to Trey Bradshaw wrestling 144.
Thanks for
Trey's wrestling 150 tonight. So 144 is Carter Anderson. And Turner, who's just a freshman, unless they've switched some wrestlers. Regardless, the Millard has Anderson in a tough situation with that near side cradle.
Keep trying to kick, trying to break it.
So, yeah, I think they've made some switching here. I think that this is Masner, and Corbin Turner is going to be wrestling Trey Bradshaw.
Okay.
So that was Isaac Masner that just pinned Carter Anderson. Masner is ranked number 2 in 2A. So now Trey Bradshaw, who's ranked number 2 in 2A, will be wrestling Corbin Turner, ranked 3rd in 3A. Trey Bradshaw's a senior, Corbin Turner's a freshman. Okay, well, we're waiting for them to come up. How many individual state champions are there at Delta? How many individual state champions are there at Millard? Individual state champions, how many?
Text the number on the screen. Bradshaw able to finish.
Bradshaw to just let him go and take him down again. Just go up 9-3 and then go to work. I'll do it 3 times. He's good at takedowns. Yeah, I thought they'd stop that potentially dangerous. Just cut him loose right here, Trey, and get takedowns.
Yep, he's listening to you. He just said neutral.
Yeah, that's what he needs to do. He needs to go up 9-3 and then go to work on him.
He's gonna finish that into a cradle.
Yeah, if you can take a takedown right to the back, then you stick him and leave him there. But Corbin is the grandson of Rick and Laura Henderson in Delta. And again, just a freshman and wrestling varsity. He's getting a lot of good mat time and experience. That's what his older brother did. 2-time state champ by the time he was finished. Caden. So Bradshaw's got 40 seconds left, plenty of time. He just got to, and that's the fight with Corbin. Same thing with Caden when he was there. Also the grandson of Ray and Betty and Holden, Corbin is. But a good match for a freshman against senior.
Yeah. Trey Bradshaw was invited to the All-Star duels yesterday, and great honor for him representing Delta.
Okay, the next is going to be Matt Whitaker. He's ranked 5th in 2A against Bo Bryan. Bo's a sophomore. I think Matt is a sophomore as well.
He is. Last year as a freshman, he took 6th place. And when we had this duel, that he actually wrestled Trey last year here, and Trey had pinned him in the first period.
That was a good shoot. Good counter by Bo.
Millard with underhook trying to get a little bit of a fireman's, not able to finish it as
that was a good counter.
Looks like the official stops it to allow Bo Bryan to fix his headgear.
Bo needs to not let him get so deep in on that underhook. He had it so tight and almost had the leverage to throw him. Just still trying to fill each other out. Oh, that was a good fireman's, great fireman's. If he goes around the waist and got the takedown. Bo just went for his, waited. He's going to try to arm bar here, maybe an arm bar and a wrist. Arm bar and tight waist. Keep pressure forward.
45 seconds to go in the first
Good tight
period.
waist, good tight waist there.
Tries to bring the other arm back behind. He's able to bar it up, but Millard builds a base. Reaches across trying to get that wrist, goes to a half. Now he's looking to drive it.
Yeah, it's got to really
Rakes
rake.
it.
Yeah, he lost it, but just raking forward there. He tried raking him forward, which gets him back to his base or his belly, and then drive over with it. But
so 7 seconds to go in the first period. And Bo Bryan will enter the second period ahead, 3-1.
Both wrestling well. I like the way Bo's moving.
Delta's choice after Millard defers, and he's going to choose bottom.
It's always good to see what they've got in these positions. See what Bo moves Bo's got underneath. See what move Whitaker's got. Oh, watch a headlock there. Oh, he lifted him back. He was going to end up on top. And Bo just imposed his will and got 2 back points, 3 takedown, 2 back points. Or 2 reversal and 2 back points. Boy, that could have went either way, but Bo just imposed his will. It's a sign of a good wrestler. He's going to keep working with him on controlling an arm, getting an arm back. He's keeping good pressure forward, keeping him down. And even though he's built a base and come up, puts him back down again, that takes a lot of effort.
Does a good job staying close, gets hip to hip.
Yeah.
As Millard tries to do a switch.
Yeah, he just stayed close and felt that. And when the right pressure was there, he just followed it around. And to try to bar that arm. A lot of time left in this second round. Bo has been working hard, going to throw the leg in. Going to try to head lever it. Get a wrist and head lever. Got a tight waist. Up, going to try to lift him and return him to the mat, and he's got him down again. Got the claw ride with the far lever on the inside thigh. Both two good physical kids.
That needs to do another mat return, 28 seconds as they near the edge.
And they both came out trying for the escape and the control, so there was no running off the mat or no pushing off the mat, so no points given there, which was correct. So Bo needs 25 seconds here to continue to hold him down.
Okay, caution on Millard. They're not quite sure what he did in his setup, if he flinched a little bit or if he just didn't have his knees far enough back.
He's already turned him down 3 times. Is it going to be 4? Oh, he's going to get the point. 1 point escape, 7-2 with 10 seconds left in the round. See if they're just going to be both satisfied to end that. And they weren't really. I was pleased with Bo shooting in. So last round, Millard's going to have their choice. They're going to take their feet. So you want to keep wrestling, but Bo just needs to be careful, not tying up and getting a headlock or something. But just do what he's been doing. Just snap him down there and go for the leg. Fireman's again.
It worked in the first period. See if it works in the third.
He's going to get some.
Right there, count. Nope.
No, it's no takedown. There's back points. There's a takedown on back points. So it's 10 and working on back points. He's going to maybe get the fall.
Oh, there we go.
And both pins.
Wrestler from Millard doesn't agree. He didn't
Whitaker.
think he was down.
Bo wrestled it really well that whole match. Wrestled with confidence. Okay, we have a freshman, Easton Stefanoff, wrestling Boston.
Well, I've got one guess on our total number of state champions for Delta.
For Delta?
Yep. Kayla Jenkins says it's 181.
Oh, wow. Well, we'll give the answer. It's 194.
194.
Delta has 194 state champions. Now, one correction there is the 2-timers, the 3-timers, those are counted. I mean, if you took state 3 times, we're counting that as 3 state champions. And the same with Millard.
The number of first place medals that have come home.
Stefanoff in on a nice fireman's, and he's just going to went from one side to the other. He needs to come up around that waist, keep the elbow, let go of the leg, come up around the waist, push in.
A little higher. There
and he
it
steps
is.
over the leg. Still not got it. That was
that was almost scary when you see your body contort like that.
Yeah.
I was more worried about him getting hurt than the reversal.
that was a good job by Boston because Easton had that takedown. But Boston just wasn't going to give it up. I'm not going to have any of that. And trying to stack him.
Boston, a sophomore, he qualified for the state tournament last year but did not place. As right here could be an opportunity for Easton.
So Boston got the takedown and 2 back points, and now we have a reversal, so it's 5-2.
Yeah, Easton's got to get his arm back.
Yeah,
as he's
he just
not in a great position.
kind of both keep that leg. They're both just kind of scrambling here, and there Easton's going to up where he's got some control here. Easton could keep that arm up there and bar it or half, keep pressure forward. Now he's got the wrist and an arm bar. See if he can pressure forward, but he's out of time. That's a good battle by Easton, some good scramble there.
Delta's choice, he's going to defer. And Millard looks to his coach, and he's going to choose top.
You know, when Easton is a freshman, that heavy, boy, just nothing but good things going to happen with him and Delta Wrestling. Good physical kid, just getting mat time. That much mat time as a freshman is just no substitute for it. Easton comes out quick on an escape.
3-6, so if he can get his own takedown, he'll tie it up.
And Boston does a nice little fireman's carry himself. And we're going to stop for blood.
Well, we heard how many Delta state champions there were. I don't think we've heard the Millard one. I don't have any guesses in for it.
And Millard has, so Delta had 194 state champions, and Millard has 183 individual state champions.
Oh, pretty
and again,
close.
if Millard's 4-time state champion, took it 4 times, that's 4. I'm counting that as 4. So they've had 183 champions walk off the mat.
That's awesome.
Delta's had 194 champions walk off the mat.
So in a couple of years from now, Millard County will have about 400 state champions.
I mean, when you think of 30 miles apart and the traditions that both these schools have, I don't know. You sure don't find it anywhere else in the state.
When I student taught over here at Millard, Principal Aldridge.
They need to stop that match with that arm bar standing up.
Principal Aldridge said we need to build a high school in McCormick and have kids from both sides come there, and we dominate in football and wrestling and locking hands.
Easton cleared his arms, came up.
Like the official missed a locking hand right there.
You can't. He's going to give 2 back
that
points
was
for
a
that.
pretty quick count.
I'm not out there, but I don't. And Easton got the pin. What a nice move. Again, it's just the feel. And he felt that. And he caught Boston. And, Easton just going to build on that. As a freshman, getting a pin in a duel like Delta Millard. What a good thing for his confidence.
He's going to chase that feeling, hopefully, for the next 3 years.
Yeah. So the score is 32-21. So Colton Anderson from Delta wrestling Adrian Brasino.
Brasino's a senior. He placed as a freshman 4th, as a sophomore 3rd, and then last year he was a state champion. Also one of the all-star participants who wrestled yesterday.
Yeah, Colton's been feeling his way through things. Brasino's got a lot more experience, but that's why you wrestle. See how things work out. Oh, just tried to lean up into him with the bear hug. Brasino's just going to cut him loose. And kind of that thing again. You get a good takedown, let him up, do it 3 times. At the end of the first round, if nothing else, you're up 9-3. 9-2.
And he's up 6-2 right now.
I really like this. I like this type of wrestling when you take him down, let him up. The first round, if you're getting takedowns. End that first round 9-2. Then get wrestling. Or even in the first round, if you get the 3rd takedown, then get wrestling. After you get that 3rd takedown.
And so we'll see what he does. He's got his 3 takedowns.
He's just slipping by. He was behind the arm, so another takedown. So it's 9-3. Brasino is ranked number 1 in 2A. Brasino went 9-1 in the 2A duels.
Be heavy, get behind.
Yeah. He's still going to reach over and get that leg and get the takedown, 12-3.
Well, I'd like to know who he lost to in the 2A duels then.
That I don't know.
What weight is he? 175? Okay.
So in the 2A duels, Hank Stevenson went 10-0. Terrell Moat went 10-0. Porter Dow went 10-0. Lane Monroe 10-0. Christian Brasino 9-1. Cal Bray 10-0. Corbin Turner 8-2. Isaac Masner 8-2. Matt Whitaker 9-1. Roland Pickavit 9-3. Adrian Brasino 9-1. Deegan Lathram 5-5. Gail Gutierrez 10-0. Avery Pickavit 5-5. So they had a good weekend last weekend.
Yeah. Delta traveled to the Morgan Trojan Takedown, and they had 6 individual champions.
Yeah, Trayton Manus took first, Nash Jensen first, Uriah Anderson first, Harvey Walgren first, Trey Bradshaw first, and Bo Bryan first.
And what's fun about that tournament is they get belt buckles instead of medals, so we'll see that bling around as Colton, he comes up on not the end he'd like to here against Millard, as Brasino, he's going to take the fall.
Up at that Trojan takedown, McKinnon McPherson took third, Tristan Ashby third, Ian Bryan second, and Carter Anderson second. Easton Stefanoff third. So they had a good match up there, good duels, good tournament.
So now wrestling for Millard is Deegan Latham, and he's taking on Wyatt Harris of Delta. Latham last year as a junior took 6th place.
That was a nice slide by, and he's just going to push him away. And I don't see that Deegan is ranked in 2A, but he's wrestling well here. Well-built kid. Harris is trying to feel that pressure there a little bit. You see that's the shrug by. Harris was leaning into him a little bit, so he's gonna just shrug that. Not quite working, but that's the idea of that shrug when they get him leaning and you just shrug him by. He keeps trying. That's the 3rd time. So Harris is doing good working against that shrug. He's feeling it and not sliding by it.
Out of bounds.
Can't be straightening your headgear. I don't care where you're at on the mat. Get your headgear adjusted so it doesn't happen in a match.
You need to find some little sensors that are like fingerprint, and so when you feel it, they give you a little shock to not do that.
So we're going to get a warning on Harris stalling. Official don't think all he's doing is countering. So that was the underhook shrug by, and he's going to take him down for the fall. Good kid, Latham. Yeah, he looked good tonight. I don't know where he's been or why he's not ranked, but good kid. Coach Turner's, Millard has their kids in good shape too, good team unity. Both teams look sharp, dressed nice. You wrestle like you dress, you wrestle like you feel. So wrestling is going to be Zager Thatcher wrestling Gail Gutierrez. Okay, the last trivia question. How many team titles does Delta have? How many team titles does Millard have? So team titles.
Well, I think a lot of people probably should know that Delta won, so the phone number is down on the bottom of the screen. That's a different type of headgear than I've seen.
So as you remember when Coach Wright was here, the theme on all of the Delta gear was 4. 4. It started 427, which means Delta was going for their 400 or for their 27th state title, Coach Wright's, when he started. So that's where the 427 come from. And that worked up to 4. We'll just let you come up with how many state titles we got.
So if any of you need to know, the phone number to call is 435-406-1993.
Gutierrez has been around, good wrestler. You can just tell the way he's got mat awareness, what he wants to do, going out with a lot of confidence.
Stalin called.
Zager battles. I'll tell you what, that kid is happy to be there. and he's learning and growing with every match. This is probably his first varsity match that I know of. I think he's a little undersized, but still, you toe the line, you wrestle.
Going back to that previous match, we wanted to know who Brasino had lost to at the 2A duels. He lost to Jex Bradshaw of Beaver.
Oh, yeah.
That makes sense. That's a good wrestler.
Yes, he is.
Okay. Got a couple guesses starting to come in. We'll let some more people. I haven't seen the we may have the complete answers, but we'll still take some guesses.
Suzanne should know this, but we won't count her if she calls it in. Although I never told her what it was, but I'm sure she knows.
Well, we'll know if she actually listens to you if she does call it in.
Good battle. Good battle for Zager that first round, 6-1.
So I guess that headgear is a concussion headgear.
Okay.
So you can see it has a little bit more padding on there.
So how did you find that out?
I have a researcher on the other side.
Okay.
So my wife, she's been giving me all the things. So every time I come up with some good information that we wondered about, she's the one who told me.
Well, again, Kyler Jenkins is out with a concussion from the Trojan takedown tournament. And so maybe he'll have to get one of those concussion headgear. Get him back a little sooner, maybe.
Yep. Gutierrez goes up 10-1 with 1:35 to go in the second period. Thatcher trying to build a base on bottom.
Well, I do miss Kyler not wrestling tonight. He's a fun, solid kid to watch wrestle. Zager is doing great. He's just, I mean, really, when you look at the experience between these two, give it all to Gail. He's a good wrestler. But Zager's hanging in there. Again, before they told the line, you probably knew maybe what the outcome would be, but that's why they wrestle. That's why they told the line. And Gail got him over and got the pin. It's going to bring the score up 50-21, Millard, with one match left.
Okay, final match of the evening.
Cole Bailey from Delta wrestling Avery Pickavet. Avery is ranked number 6 in 2A. And again, he went 5-5 at the 2A duels. Well, I tell you what, Pickavets have been around a long time. They contributed a lot to Millard Wrestling. They've just been a good family and a good bunch to have in this Millard Wrestling program.
Now you think about the names that go around, Whitaker, Pickavet, you know, they've been around a long, long time in Millard. And I believe Pickavet's is he a sophomore? Am I on the wrong one? I might have the wrong.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's a different one. Cole Bailey, though, from Delta is a junior.
And Cole was last year his first year wrestling, I believe.
He wrestled as a freshman. He came out, I think, a little bit after seeing Coulter Bloomfield come and see some success. Helped his improvement on football with his footwork and linemen. And so he's been out here the last 2 years, and that's been good. And here he's his third year, and hopefully things will start clicking and make people notice him at the divisional and state tournaments.
Well, as heavyweights do, they just kind of try to go in and maybe try to get a bear hug or snap down or something, but usually they just do this the first round, see if one of them can get in and get a throw. Just don't get impatient and try a quick headlock and slip off it or something unless you got it good, either one of them.
I got a text message reminding me that Cole won the divisionals last year. So
good.
Yeah.
I remember that. I was thinking second, so.
Yeah, he was in the finals either way.
Cole really stepped up last year at divisionals. He battled all through the year and kept getting that mat time, and at divisionals he really stepped up.
Okay, we're just about out of time in the first period as we are scoreless heading into this final second period with the heavyweight match. Bailey of Delta, he's going to choose neutral.
Delta's going neutral.
So they go another second round here. Let's go with the answers on the team titles, which is probably the easiest of the trivia tonight.
Okay, I think the first one that came in, let's double check. Got to check my times. Well, I don't know because I've got a couple of text messages. It was either Sabri Rowley, who says 34, or the other one was Waylon Jenkins, who also said 34, but then he said Millard has 18.
Well, they're right on Delta, 34, and Millard has 22. So you think those two individuals, championships, so when you think...
I do need to say one thing. Denise Dusnip, she texted later than other people, and she did give the correct answer of 34 for Delta and 22 for Millard.
Oh, she had it right then. So again, you take these two dominant wrestling programs with their tradition, combined 56 state titles in this Millard County, and a combined 377 state champions. So that is quite tradition in this little Millard County, 30 miles apart.
I don't know how you could research and find it out, but is there a county anywhere else in the country that could beat the total of what these two schools have done? Okay, they're nearing the outside edge. 25 seconds to go. Looks like a throw. Bailey went for it, a little bit out of position. He recovers. He's being told to snap down. Now he's being told to be aggressive and move in as we have about 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, I just can't get in a hurry. I think the fans were trying to have Cole throw a headlock there when he's off on this side, and he kind of tried it, but then, you know, that's just not the thing to do right there, just to get in a hurry and try a headlock here. So, well, we'll see if Pickavit can come out of that, see if Avery can come off the bottom, or if Cole can control him down there and put him on his back and or go overtime.
Yep. This is one of those times where you want to watch out for that fat man roll.
Yeah, or locking hands or something. Oh, and I shouldn't have said it, but that's just what he did. So we're going to have to either put him on his back. So that hand class cost him a point. We're either going to have to put him on his back or cut him loose and go for a takedown. Maybe spend the next 30 seconds here, see if you can't put him on his back, get him broke down. And if he does come out and get an escape, so still need a takedown to win him either way, win it either way.
Trying to lift that ankle, get him down.
Oh, he locked his hand, touch, you know, and again, maybe if you're looking at that, he didn't lock, but they touch.
Yeah.
So I'd say cut him loose. That's what coach is telling him.
Well, and
so now
I
you
didn't think the official was in position to see it, but he did, and it was the right call, as now it's going to be 3-0.
Yeah, see, so now it's 3-0. No, 2-0. So
It should
takedown.
be 3 because we had 2 hands and then 1 escape.
Yeah, 3-0. So he's got to have a takedown just to tie it. So maybe after that first hand, we should have cut him loose and went for it. Of course, we could take him down to his back.
Rolling through.
Oh. So that could have ended up either way. That was a good try.
Yeah.
That was a good try by Cole.
I'm not mad at that.
No. No, Cole's got to feel good about that try. He felt it, and he tried to roll through with it. Pickavit had that feel. So the final score is going to be Millard 56, Delta 21. I never added up how many wins.
I think we had 4.
Yeah, we just had 4 wins.
Yep. not where we want to be, but it is a marked improvement of where we've been the last couple of years in scoring. And I just still think that, next year we're going to cut it a little more and see some improvement.
Well, I talked to Coach Blake Turner before, and he felt like Millard was healthy and they had everybody. Mm-hmm. And no excuses. Delta does have the 215 Colton Curtis, that is a freshman, but 215. And he has been coming back from an ankle injury, and he's running now. He's out of the boot, and he's working to come back for divisionals. And then we have Ranger Losi at 106, good physical kid, and had that broken thumb, and he should be back for divisionals. So what I like right here, just to jump into that, is down there on the mat, everybody's down talking and stuff, but Coach Jensen is working with Cole, and they're, again, that's the best time to learn is when you come off the mat, win or lose, but you remember what just happened. So it's a great time to coach and feel. Now Coach Jansen Manus is down there working with him.
One thing that they're announcing right now that I might even come over to next Wednesday, Millard's hosting Beaver.
Oh.
And I think that could be a really fun duel to come to. I think this 2A tournament this year is going to be, I think Millard's the favorite still, but with South Summit coming in, that's going to disrupt stuff enough that, you get one or two guys for Beaver winning or one or two guys from South Summit winning that maybe aren't picked to a couple matches, and that can steal some points pretty fast and maybe make it a 3-horse race for the 2A title.
Absolutely. I noticed in the duels with Millard against Beaver and South Summit, they came down to just one match. Mm-hmm. In fact, that was South Summit and Beaver tied, but on the tiebreaker, Beaver beat South Summit. But again, I know like Beaver, I think it's 113, returning state champ Olson, 2-time state champ Olson. I think he's done for the year. He was here dueling Millard just recently, and just kind of had some funny little thing happen where he's got now some bulging discs and a couple of injuries that's going to keep him out of wrestling the rest of this year.
Yeah, and that's not one that you can kind of wrestle through and take care of after the season. You're done if you have something like that.
Yeah, you feel so bad for the kid and certainly for the team, Mm-hmm. You imagine if Millard lost, Lane Monroe, or Delta lost, Nash Jensen or Trey Bradshaw or somebody just because of an accident, But you wrestle through. That's why you have the wrestling room. That's why you have JV, and that's why everybody works their tails off so the next man can step up. So it'll be interesting to see how it falls out. But it's all coming towards the end of the season, and it's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, and Delta has a lot of wrestling this week and next week, as tomorrow they're going to travel to Manti. Friday and Saturday they're going to head to the Box Elder tournament. And then next week, maybe the only match they have is senior night on Thursday when Delta is going to be hosting Canyon View.
Oh, Canyon View's going to be another tough contender in 3A. They've really been wrestling well this year.
Yeah, I think if you look at it, Juab, Morgan, Delta, Canyon View, those are probably the four that have the most depth and strength.
Union's going to be
Union always has a few.
Fairly close, yeah.
Yep.
Those Roble boys.
Yeah. Tucker is going to be going for his 4th state championship.
Yeah.
So appreciate you joining with me tonight and being on the call. I appreciate Millard hosting us, and we look forward to hosting them next year in the Palladium. And a lot of good things, so we appreciate everyone being part of Delta Wrestling and supporting us.
So tomorrow they're going over and wrestling Manti, dueling. So maybe you want to tell them what the plan is for coverage.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure that a little bit. I think actually we're going to probably have Kel Manus on the call. We'll see if he takes the little bit nicer setup or if we'll just maybe end up with the iPad. Either way, we're going to have it available on Delta Wrestling on YouTube, and if we take the little better setup, we'll also have it on Team Hive Live. So
I think for Delta, I was just thinking, I think as you talked about Kelmanis, maybe doing it. Trayton, I thought maybe was Delta's outstanding wrestler tonight.
Oh,
He wrestled a good match against Moat, and then I thought Easton Stefanoff coming back and getting that pin was another good thing.
yep, and maybe we should list the other two. Bo Bryan.
Bo Bryan, yeah.
Yep, had a
yeah.
great match, and then Trey Bradshaw.
Yeah.
So,
Well, and Trey Bradshaw's always been solid, and you expect that. But he still wrestled well. But, yeah, good duels tonight. So we'll just move on from here and continuing to prepare. I know, just being in the wrestling room that the coaches are all together and they're just kind of seeing preparation for the divisionals coming up. Not that they don't want to overlook, the duels and the tournaments that they still have, but still they're looking towards getting guys back healthy-wise, and then maybe still adjusting some of those weights a little bit. Some wrestlers are still going to move around, so you're going to see at divisionals something different than we've seen tonight as far as kids in weights.
yep, so we're conditioned. I like that. I think we're going to be healthy by divisionals. And then, like you said, the last thing in there, just getting people into the final places, and that will make a big difference. So,
but every team's doing that. Every team's still getting kids maybe after they went through the season, and then the beginning of the year you get the extra 2 pounds allowance on weight.
yeah.
That just makes it to where kids can shift down a weight usually is what happens, and they make some adjustments, and then they look at the other teams, see where the tough kids are at, and maybe where your team's going to do the best. So there's quite a bit of shifting.
Yep, for sure. Well, thanks everyone for joining us and being a great supporter of Delta Wrestling, helping us continue the tradition. And we will see you guys all back tomorrow as Delta